What's going on, NavalX community? Mohawk Matt here once again, and today I've actually got Mr. Dan Nega. He is the DASN for Air and Ground. Again, DASN is Deputy Assistant Secretary of the Navy for Air and Ground. And I'm assuming that means he's over things in the air and things on the ground. Sir, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Thanks for having me.
Happy to have you. So tell us a little bit about what DASN for Air and Ground is, what Air and Ground all encompasses.
So at the 50,000 foot level, we are the people that Secretary Gertz looks to for advice.
Okay.
When he says, hey, what do you think about a specific program? He's looking to me to have knowledge on acquisition, R&D, sustainment to help him make a decision. Ultimately, he's the decider. I'm one of his trusted agents, if you will, to give him the straight skinny about what's going on with the program. So as a product DASN, my responsibility encompasses as his advisor, as well as having a good understanding of the industrial base.
Okay. When you say product DASN, does that mean you're not over command, you're more over...
Yeah, I don't actually, so the interesting part about a DASN, nobody reports to me. The PEOs don't report to me, none of the program managers report to me, none of the SysComs report to me. We're an advisory role to Secretary Gertz. So what that means is we are able to get sort of access where we need to get access and give him the unvarnished truth. So back to your question, which came back to me. A product DASN. So myself, Air and Ground, ships, product DASN, IWAR, so information systems, product DASN, as opposed to the other DASNs like Mr. Bray, who's the RDT&E guy, or Ms. Shaver, who is DASN for procurement, or Ms. Reese, who's for APB. They're DASNs that are more process related and more systemic and not a specific product or collection of products.
Okay, so I'm guessing community, because I don't know, you're the expert. So product DASN for Air and Ground would mean everything that's in the air,
right,
falls around.
Yeah,
you
and more specifically on the air side, PEO Common Systems, PEO UNW Unmanned and Weapons, PEOT for Tactical Aviation, PEOA for Assault and ASW, and then for the ground systems, it's marinecorps SysCom and PEO Land Systems down at Quantico.
Okay, where does your time go as DASN for Air and Ground right now?
Yeah, well that changes on a regular basis depending upon what's the most challenging program, what the current high dollar program is, what's high vis with the folks on the Hill. Today, a lot of my time is spent with the CH-53K program as it's going through the test event, the fielding and the readiness of the F-35 program. The FNA 18 service life modification program, which is the extension of that aircraft from 6,000 hours to 10,000 hours. The Tomahawk missile program, the P-8 with the Boeing company is generally in the news. Overall aviation readiness is big. Did I say the amphibious combat vehicle?
Not yet, no.
The ACV, which is built up in York, Pennsylvania. The latest iteration of amphibious combat vehicle for the Marine Corps is important. And so while all that stuff is going on, all the high dollar stuff is going on and the sort of special programs, you can't forget about the day-to-day activity of regular things that people need. marinecorps SysCom cranking out things like protective equipment for Marines. You can't forget about that. So it's the entire spectrum. A lot of time is spent on sort of the special marbles, but you can't forget about the rest of the marbles.
Definitely. Well, as a Marine,
yeah,
I'm grateful for the protective equipment.
Yeah.
So I'm glad someone's paying attention to it.
Definitely.
So fantastic, sir. We appreciate you having
All right.
on. And have a great day.
All right.
Thanks again.
You too.
Community, stay tuned and appreciate you tuning in.